Good afternoon. My name is Jose Castro, and I'm the San Antonio District DB Coordinator for the Texas Department of Transportation, normally referred to as TXDOT. And TXDOT is, of course, the highway agency, or the agency that constructs your roads in rural and urban settings. My presentation today is on pre-qualification for interested contractors that want to participate in TXDOT construction projects. This presentation is focused strictly on contractors who want to participate as a prime contractor on our projects. And a contractor can either be traditionally a prime contractor that's done business with us in the past, or it can also be a subcontractor that's worked on TXDOT projects and is interested in pre-qualifying. We do have a limited number of subcontractors. Their primary focus is working under a prime contractor, but we do have a limited number of subcontractors that do work as prime contractors. So again, this information would be useful not only to a prime contractor, but also to subcontractors who are interested in pre-qualifying. So let's go ahead and get started. For information on how to qualify or pre-qualify as a prime contractor on TXDOT projects, the external website available to contractors and to the public is www.txdot.gov. On this screen, as you can see, there's 4 portals: driver, government, business, and careers. For contractors that are interested in pre-qualifying, if you could kindly click on the business portal, and they'll take you straight to the information on how to pre-qualify as a prime contractor on TXDOT projects. Once we click on that business portal, on the right-hand side of the screen, there's a section titled Contractors, and right under that Contractors, the first bullet is pre-qualification. If you would kindly click on that link, and they'll take you to a new screen titled Contractor Pre-Qualifications. Again, just as a reminder that pre-qualification is strictly for either a contractor or a subcontractor who wants to perform as a prime contractor on TXDOT projects. It's not for subcontractors that strictly want to perform as a subcontractor working under a prime contractor. So, so in order to, one of the first steps in order to qualify for pre-qualification, the contractor is required to fill or complete a confidential questionnaire and submit to TXDOT related supporting documents. These are required as part of the bidding process. And as you can see under number 1, it states bidders must provide an audited financial statement prepared by an independent CPA. So again, this is one of the steps in qualifying for pre-qualifying for a TXDOT construction project. The second step of becoming a prime contractor or qualifying is what's called a bidder's questionnaire, and bidder's questionnaire is not as strenuous, not as not as demanding or taxing on the contractor. And the bidder's questionnaire is primarily aimed at contractors who normally work on smaller construction projects, routine maintenance projects, emergency projects, or specialty projects. And for these type of projects, a bidder's questionnaire is required in lieu of the confidential questionnaire. Moving on, general information. All prime contractors must be pre-qualified by TXDOT. No exceptions to this rule. Subcontractors do not need to be pre-qualified. Again, if you're interested only in becoming a subcontractor working under a prime contractor, pre-qualification is not a requirement. TXDOT determines contractor bidding capacity based on multiple factors. Qualification lasts for 1 year from submission date or financial statement if submitted. Going back to the confidential questionnaire, it's a standard requirement on most construction projects, requires an audited financial statement, and bidding capacity is derived from the contractor's net working capital minus the current assets, minus current liabilities, multiplied by a factor determined by the department. The bidder's questionnaire qualifies a contractor to bid on WAVE projects. As mentioned earlier, these are normally your smaller construction projects where the bidding capacity is does not exceed $300,000. If financials are submitted, this number can substantially raise depending on working capital and completed projects. Completing the questionnaire, the chosen questionnaire, either the confidential or the bidders, must be read in full and every question answered. The confidential questionnaire requires financial data to be organized within the document in addition to the audited financial statement. This ensures an expeditious analysis by staff at TXDOT. Financial statements will be prepared for the qualifying entity. If they are prepared by the parent company, there must be a consolidating balance sheet reflecting the qualifying entities numbers separately. Bidding capacity is set based solely on the qualifying entity's financial data. Process and time frame. Contractors are required to submit their pre-qualification paperwork 10 days in advance of a project they wish to bid. If financial statements are included, they must be prepared by a CPA firm and must be no older than 1 year. As a word of caution, sometimes CPA fees can be extraordinarily high and may reach as much as $10,000. So just that if you are going to submit financial statements, that you look into the cost of procuring a CPA firm to prepare your financials. Upon receipt, TXDOT will reach out and walk you through the process, revising the paperwork to correct any deficiencies, setting up an ICX integrated contractor exchange account, and requesting or submitting documents. Filing requirements. Filing of assumed name certificates, registration with the Texas Secretary of State. Again, it's very important that the bidding entity is registered to work within the state of Texas, and that process involves submitting required documents and contacting the Secretary of State. CPA license for the lowest level of qualifications. Financials are not required. All financials submitted must be prepared by an independent CPA firm. In-house or self-prepared financials are not acceptable. Use of the Texas State Board of Public Accountancy to locate and verify CPA firms. Okay, and in order to locate a qualified or licensed CPA, this is the portal, Texas State Board of Public Accountancy. And it's against a search engine where you can locate CPA firms. Again, as mentioned before, be sure to look at the fees that a CPA firm may charge you, which can be extraordinarily high. Electronic bidding system. During the qualification process, an electronic bidding system account will be created. This allows contractors to request bid authorizations, regardless of whether they choose to bid by paper or electronically. And it also allows you the ability to submit bids electronically. Very customer-friendly electronic bidding system, and it will help you prepare the necessary paperwork, request information, and submit bids in a timely manner. The electronic bidding system, as mentioned before, is called the Integrated Contractor Exchange, ICX. No updates or installations on the contractor side. Easy to use system. no setup required. Functional system, alerts and notifications are provided. Allows contractors to log in and request authorization to bid. Bid electronically should they be inclined. Set user role, for example, allow employee to only view requests, proposals, view bid items, or provide an employee full authority on behalf of their account. Electronic versus paper substantially increases chance of bid being deemed successful. Functionally easier to receive and submit bids, ability to withdraw, revise your bid anywhere, and automatic notifications are provided to contractors whom are set up to bid electronically. Another side note, with COVID, protocols in place at TXDOT, as in any other business organization, contractors may still be allowed to walk in bids, by the due deadline, but there may be some protocols in place limiting the number of contractors, at the place of location where the bids are received or submitted in person. For questions or assistance, you may contact TXDOT staff by phone or email, and that's at 512-416-2584, or by email at CST, which is construction, _prequalifications at txdot.gov. The office that handles the prequalification is located in Austin, and that's where the bidding is centralized and administered and controlled for all statewide TXDOT projects. Thank you for your time.